Hi everybody, it's been a busy day in the kitchen. I've got several things going on, so it looks like a disaster here. I've made meringues over here, and over this way I've made rose Birnbaum's chocolate pecan tart. And that is going to be a test recipe. We're gonna see how that works. But I wanted to do something nice and easy for you, especially for those people that have kids or you're working. It is tough to get dinner on the table. This you can prep the day before or the night before, and you can put it in what I have over here. This is a Cuisinart multi-cooker. And if I would be working, I would put this in the multi-cooker and just go for it. Tonight, I'm gonna use my oven, which is already preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm going to do this in the oven. So this is a chicken, potato, and vegetable recipe. Very, very simple. I've already cut the potatoes, and at the same time, if you're a mom and you've got kids and you've got dance lessons and football and everything else, you can take your potatoes and leave the skin on them. Skin's healthy, just make sure you wash them. So I've done 3 large potatoes. Now, I have this little EVO sprayer, so I can do this in a glass baking dish, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it in a foil pan tonight. And I'm gonna spray it. I like this. I've seen people take a brush and do this, you know, to brush it on, but this is so much easier. Just spray it. We're gonna go ahead and put our potatoes right in here on the bottom. That's gonna be our bottom layer. I'm going to salt the potatoes and pepper the potatoes as they are underneath all of the other things. So we're gonna get this going. I put my potatoes in water to keep them from discoloring. I don't know if you know that trick, but it's great. So if you fill your potatoes ahead of time, it's always good to do that. So we've got, let's get our salt and pepper on here. So there we go, salt these up. And here's our pepper. Now this has jalapeno in it. And some of your kids may not like jalapeno, so leave it out. You can also use hash. You can modify to meet your needs. This is 1 large, well, medium to large onion. And you see I sliced it into rings. We're gonna layer that on top of the potatoes. Potatoes and onions always smell so good in the oven. This is a nice little fall after school dish. The next thing is I'm going to put red bell pepper. Now I chopped up my red bell pepper already. It's chopped up into, really diced up into larger chunks, not small. And then I've got my jalapeno. This is a whole jalapeno. And so if you're not into spice, just know that you need to modify it to meet your needs. We like spice in this house. Our son-in-law loves spice. Puts sriracha and hot sauce on just about everything. So Mr. Ryan definitely is a spicy guy. So the next thing we're gonna do here is take some of our olive oil. I'm gonna use some DR Cone olive oil. It is one of the nicer olive oils to cook with. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil on there. And the reason why I put olive oil on the bottom is I don't want the potatoes to stick. We're out of that bottle. Fortunately, I have another bottle. So we've got that. Let's put a little bit more. Love the flavor of the DR Cone olive oil. Okay. You can order that online also. Okay, there we go. We got that going. Now, I have 4 chicken breasts. These are gonna be large. So the recipe calls for 45 minutes cooking. If they're larger chicken breasts, you're going to have to cook them longer. You want to get the chicken breast internal temperature up to 165 degrees. So you need to make sure that you check it with a meat thermometer. You do not want raw chicken. But I'm going to go ahead and take my chicken pieces now and put my chicken on here. These are nice big chicken pieces. These are going to take, I think, longer than the 45 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and put those on there. Now this will feed probably you can cut your chicken up. This will probably feed about 6 people. So let me rinse my hands here. Now the next thing I want to do is make the sauce, which is going to go on top. And I started off with 8 ounces of cream cheese in my food processor. Then I have 1 cup of mayonnaise. I like the Hellmann's or the Duke's mayonnaise. Put that in there. There we go. Get all that goodness out of here. And I also have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and I'll put that in there, and a teaspoon of chopped garlic. We're going to process it for a second, get it all mixed up. So I wanted to make sure my cream cheese was softened, because the last thing you want to do is put a chunk of cream cheese on it. So you want your cream cheese nice and softened. Okay? Scrape this bowl so we get it. Even though the cream cheese is softened, still you're still going to have pieces. So let's get that going again. And I'm going to go ahead and put some more salt on the chicken. Do not want to forget that chicken and seasoning it. And let's get some pepper on there. Remember, modify your pepper since you've already got, if you put the jalapeno in the casserole, you're going to have to modify it. There we go. And there we go. We like ours spicy. All right. And one more time, let's pulse it. There we go. And I have also 3/4 of a cup to a cup of cheese. And we're going to take this sauce now, and we are going to hold the insert so it doesn't come out. And we're going to put this sauce over our chicken. Beautiful. And that lemon juice is going to make it nice and tangy. You have to have enough of the sauce so it will go down and get into the potatoes. So that's real important. So let's get all that goodness out of here. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and spread this now into the crevices. We're going to go ahead and top this now with some Parmesan cheese. And I am going to put it into the oven for 45 minutes. As I said, this one's probably going to take a little bit longer, and you would gauge this with your meat thermometer. So 165 is the temperature, the internal temperature that you want to have in your chicken. So be sure to set your temperature on your oven for 350. If you find your top is getting too brown, you can go ahead and cover it in foil, which is probably what's going to happen because these chicken pieces are thick. But anyway, it will take 45 minutes to an hour, and you can just serve this up with a nice salad and a glass of wine, and you're good to go for your weekday night. So if you did it in the Cuisinart, you can set it in the morning, and then it will be good to go on low for when you get home in the evening. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll see you again.